This is Liz.
This is Jade.
And this is Carly. And you're listening to
Babes and
Babies.
I just changed up a little there, girl. That was, so somebody wrote us on Instagram and I was dying laughing because she said she's listening to the podcast and it was right at the beginning where we do our intro.
Yeah. What was it like then?
It's this girl whose name's Jade Angelica. She said that right when we were all about to say babes and babies, we're like, this is Liz, this is Jade, this is Carly. Then her Bluetooth kicked on in her car and it goes, we will rock you. It was like that.
Yes.
So it was like our intro into that. She said it actually sounded pretty badass.
That's so funny. Yeah, maybe that's what we should play instead. We will rock you.
Yeah,
guys
we do need some.
and gals.
Maybe we need some cooler music.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But like we were just talking about before we got on this podcast, we're not that cool. We have someone on that's super cool and she's way cooler than us. And we were basking in her coolness.
We're not cool. You know how there's off of Mean Girls where she's like, I'm not a regular mom.
I'm a cool mom.
I'm a cool mom. I saw someone else the other day on their Facebook profile and it said, I'm not a regular mom. I'm a hot mess mom. I'm like, that's me.
Yes.
I'm a hot mess. I'm not a cool mom.
Oh my gosh, totally.
Accurate.
Evan has been gone. He took the boys to the beach last weekend and then he's been gone this week. And then this coming weekend, he's going to Vegas for iHeart Festival and has left me with a now teething child. So I feel like I'm living in like, you know how you sometimes you're so tired you feel like you're living in like a cloud? Like,
Yes.
Yeah.
Like a fog.
Yeah. So I'm in a fog right now. I'm like, I feel almost like a little loopy or high, but I'm only high on water and like I've had a cup of coffee. But Bella's first tooth is coming in and you can definitely like, it's broken through the surface and she's just sad and miserable and she's like the happiest baby ever. So it's just really, really sad.
Well, that's the hardest part, I think, though, is right when it's like breaking through.
Yeah.
That's like
it's really they're sharp.
They're razors.
I had no idea. I was like, oh,
either.
ouch. There's like three
Yeah.
sharp little, it's like feels like knives in there, man. It's so sad. Poor little babes.
Which one is she?
How do you? Sorry, go ahead.
Left bottom.
Left bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say, Jade, how do you breastfeed when those teeth are coming through?
Actually, it was something that I was concerned about. I was like, oh my God, now how am I going to breastfeed? But it's not too bad. She would every once in a while because she wants to breastfeed more when she is teething. She would comfort nurse and sometimes she would like bite me a little bit just to like soothe her gums, but it was never like hard. And so sometimes I would just like, you know, grin and bear it and let her do her thing. But sometimes, like, if she's being rambunctious, she will bite me. And then I'll be like, okay, like, switching sides. Like, nope, you can't do that. Like, start over. But it's never, like, it's not as bad as I thought it would be, actually.
Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine that. It's been so long since I breastfed now. It's been like 4 months that I almost forget what it was like.
Yeah. I can see that because I forget.
Yeah.
I forget how tiny Emerson was until I look at pictures.
Oh my gosh. When you posted that picture the other day of like you and Tanner, when you got all those beautiful photos taken when she was a baby. Oh my gosh, she was so small.
Tiny.
It's so weird.
It's so weird.
She had so much hair.
So much hair. I'm still really jealous about that. Bella's hair is growing in though, you guys. It's growing. It's happening. Slowly but surely it's coming in there.
Yeah, I feel like babies about like a year is when I've noticed like a lot of bald babies, or up to 2 years, I guess. They really start to get that their hair starts catching up.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Because even
Mine
though
was
Emmy,
definitely two.
Really, you were bald? You were a bald
Oh
baby?
yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I guess I had some hair. Tanner had a ton like Emerson, but
It's so cute. I mean, babies with and without hair are both equally as cute.
oh, I agree. There's
just
something
love the
I really
little
love about
bows.
bald babies too. Like and
Yeah.
like you said, you were jealous of all that hair. Sometimes I wish Emerson would have been bald.
I just like wish I love those like little tiny bows that you like stick in. Those are really cute. What was that?
Guys, I'm in my future mother-in-law's office, so
Oh.
I don't know. I think that was somebody calling.
Oh.
Or
Hello.
it was the fax machine. Oh, I know. I don't
She has
know.
a fax machine?
There's a fax machine.
Oh my God.
here.
Was it a beeper?
That's what
Right?
it sounded like. I was like,
That's so
Yeah,
pager.
pager.
Oh my gosh.
I don't
That's
know.
so
I think
funny.
It's just the business line. I'm not sure.
yeah.
So this isn't my bad mom moment of the week. It's not that bad, but I just thought this was really funny yesterday, and I sent y'all a picture of it. I was looking for, there's all this stuff online that says, do this for baby's teething, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, I'm going to find something like that's already cold. And I was like, oh, there's a frozen mini Snickers in the freezer. So I took it out, and I was like, I'm just going to let her chew on it for a while.
With the wrapper on.
With the wrapper on. And she was having so much fun. And then all of a sudden I look over and there's chocolate all over her face. And she's broken through like a freaking pro. And I was like, oh my gosh. And I mean, really not that much had come out. It was just melted. So it was kind of oozing out the side of it. But it was so funny. And I was just like, this kid, like I know she's going to be a chocolate lover because I am. And I'm like, oh, she's starting early. But it was really funny because I was obviously sitting right next to her. It just happened really fast. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is such a good idea. Till it was a terrible idea.
So you're like, my kid's eating a Snickers bar.
I
Great.
know. I'm like, ooh,
Yeah.
7 months old already eating Snickers. Whoops. My bad.
Emerson loves chocolate. Like she knows when Tanner's drinking chocolate milk and she will attack him.
You love chocolate.
I love chocolate.
Yeah.
She's out. Yeah. She is definitely a girl after my own heart because
Chocolate and cheese.
her whole, chocolate and cheese and chicken. Chocolate, cheese, chicken. That's Emerson's thing.
That's so funny. Bella loves chicken
obviously,
too.
we don't give her chocolate a lot, but she does love it.
That's so funny. I love that
Yeah.
about her. What a smart kid.
Also, this weekend was the Emmys, and Carly, I learned a new fact about your girl, Chrissy
Oh my
Teigen.
gosh. What is it?
So I guess everyone has been pronouncing her name wrong.
What do you mean?
It's actually Chrissy Teigen.
Stop.
Yeah, and she just said that everyone has always pronounced her name wrong, and she just lets them.
Stop.
Yeah, it's all along. It's been Chrissy Teigen.
Oh my gosh. I saw also with that, Ariana Grande was on something and she said her name is actually Grandy, something like that. And it's like her brother a long time ago thought Grande sounded more exciting than Grandy. And so she was like, okay, I'll just go with that. And so everyone's been calling her last name wrong.
Wait, that doesn't make sense though, because if it's the Spanish pronunciation.
That's what she said.
She's Italian.
She said it.
I thought.
I don't know the answer to that. But it was on some radio show and
I thought she's Latina. Now I'm confused.
we're getting facts crisscrossed here.
Are you
but
Googling it right now?
regardless,
Totally.
she said her last name is Grandy. Teigen? Chrissy Teigen. Oh man.
Jade, while you're Googling that, I have exciting news real quick. So Vito and I picked both of our dates. We're getting married, destination wedding and here, and we picked both of our venues. And I feel like so much stress has been lifted off my shoulders.
Oh my gosh, that is amazing.
Yes, it feels good to be like, okay, we got this done. Now we can do other things.
Oh my gosh, that is such a good feeling, I bet. Oh gosh. Now you just need a dress.
Right. Well, my friend's making it for me.
Stop. That's so
Yeah, my friend in
cool.
Vegas is designing it and making it for me.
Oh my gosh. I want to see do you have sketches?
She's going to send them to me soon. When she does, I'll send them over.
Oh
to
my
you guys.
gosh. I can't wait. Obviously,
I'm excited.
we won't tell Vito on this because he can't have any information.
Nope. I almost gave something away on it too. Okay.
Oh my gosh, don't.
Yeah.
Well, we can always edit it out.
Oh yeah, he listens every week, doesn't he?
He does, yeah. He always listens to it before I even do. He's so cute.
What a good man. Evan's never listened to one of ours, which sometimes I guess I'm glad about.
I think Tanner's listened to a few, but not very many. Usually if he's trapped in the car with me and I make him listen.
Oh my gosh. That's so funny. So if you're like me, then you know how hard it is to find the perfect bra that looks good, feels comfortable, and most importantly, fits great. Well, I stumbled across a brand called Le Mystere recently, and they've had a celebrity following for the last 20 years, and now I know why. They designed the most beautiful lingerie that looks so stylish and actually feels amazing.
Yeah, finally, you don't have to sacrifice sexy for fit. You can actually have both. Every time I put on one of their bras, it instantly lifts my bust line and I feel transformed. Beyond the incredible products, they offer sizes A through H, which is awesome because a lot of the times bra companies don't have those bigger sizes. I also love how accessible they are. They are sold at the finest retailers like Bloomingdale's, Dillard's, Saks, Lord & Taylor, where you can have one-on-one fitting with one of their brand ambassadors. But if you are crunched for time like most of us, you can schedule a Skype fitting with a certified bra fitter on their website at lesmystere.com.
Plus, if you visit lesmystere.com and you're one of the first 50 to make a purchase with promo code BABES, you'll receive a special gift, a beautiful black quilted cosmetic bag. That's LEMYSTERE.com and use the promo code BABES. Discover Les Mystere and discover you transformed.
Shall we talk about who we're having on today?
Yeah, because let's do it.
Okay, so we're having Bekah Martinez on from Arie's season of The Bachelor, who is just too cool for school. And she is pregnant. She just got, came out saying she's pregnant. And we just want to know everything about this pregnancy and her boyfriend and all of the things.
Yeah, she actually put out this video on her Instagram, which I think linked to her YouTube, but it was pretty like shocking video that you could see on her Instagram. I was like, what is this? And then she was like, and I had no idea I was pregnant. I was like, what? So I'm excited to listen to what she has to say about her pregnancy so far. I know that she's kind of a polarizing, if you want to talk about her character from the show and then like afterwards, because she's very outspoken and I actually admire that, but I know it kind of rubs people the wrong way sometimes. But I think she's a super cool person. And love her or hate her, she is who she is. She owns it, and I love that. And I actually think she's going to be a really good mom. I know a lot of people are like, she's such a young mom. Yeah. But I read that she's going to be 24 when her baby is born, and that's not that young.
That's not that young.
Yeah.
When I was like 18, I always envisioned my life being like, oh, I'll get married when I'm like 23, 24 and have babies. So I don't really see it as that young.
Yeah, that was one of her things, though, on the show. She was known as, like, the young girl. And that was, like, because Arie was older, it was, like, a thing. Which is, like, really frustrating.
But she was pretty mature. She acted mature until, like, I guess there was, like, some drama that maybe showed her age. But I thought she was really mature.
But you know what? Like, the drama that shows you, I was involved in drama, too. And it had nothing to do with my age. It's also because I'm an outspoken person. Yeah,
you're outspoken. And plus the show is just a mind.
I know.
It just, like,
it totally
messes with you.
It really does.
Mm-hmm. No, I always thought on Arie's season, she definitely was very mature.
Yeah. And I remember, too, it was kind of a shock that she wasn't in Paradise. But this is why she wasn't in Paradise.
That's right. That's what the video was saying. Like, everyone thought, why isn't she in Paradise? And she was like, well, I found out I was pregnant.
That is wild. Let's get
her on.
Yeah, totally.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
We're so excited to have you on, Bekah. I was so excited when I heard you were pregnant. I was like, yes! So, congratulations.
Yes, congratulations.
That is so exciting. When are you due?
So I'm due January 29th, although I have a feeling, so my birthday is February 10th, and I kind of have this feeling that it's going to be this big cosmic joke, and like it's going to be the day before my birthday or something, because I am so obsessed with my birthday and making it all about me. And I'm like, oh yeah, that would be karma, like of having to plan birthday parties for somebody else on my birthday, like for the next however many years. So I'm thinking it's going to be like February 7th or 8th or something like that. And, babies come whenever they want to.
They definitely do. Bella's birthday is February 15th.
Oh,
so
nice.
Think of
also
Twinkies.
Aquarius.
Yes,
I'm January 31st, so that's also a good day. Yeah. I love being an Aquarius. I feel like we're the best people, but that's
I was like praying for it.
That's such an Aquarius thing to say. Like, well, I think we are the best sign. We just have a healthy dose of self-confidence. That's what
A little
it is.
bit.
So
go ahead,
go
Jade.
ahead.
You go
So that
first.
makes you how many weeks? I'm sorry. So
21 weeks as of today, actually. Yeah. I actually have my prenatal in like 3 hours, and then I'm really excited because we get to schedule the first ultrasound.
yes. Are you going to find out the gender?
No. So we actually could have
The sex,
found
I guess?
out. Yeah, we actually could have found out around like 13 weeks when they do that blood test.
Yeah.
And we decided pretty quickly, both of us, we were just like, let's wait. Let's make it a surprise. So
That's so cool. You're so much cooler than us.
Well, I like it because I like to try to guess and use my intuition. Like, what do I feel like I'm having? And I like to ask other people. I don't know.
Yeah.
I thought I would be super, super tempted because it's crazy. Like my midwife and all of the ladies in the office like know what it is. They have it written on a paper like right in front of us basically when we're at the appointments.
Yeah.
So I thought it would be tempting to just be like, okay, tell me. But weirdly enough, I'm just like, I'm really looking forward to it. And I'm kind of using it as like a Hail Mary. Like if I'm having a really difficult labor, then I'll be like, just tell me what the gender is.
Oh, yeah,
And then, like,
totally.
Are you trying to like analyze their face to see like if you could read if it's a boy or a girl or anything like that when you're like at the appointment? Because they know.
Ooh. They're going to know. Yeah, they're going to be able to tell by the little dots, huh?
Mm-hmm. I saw your video this morning that you can see your baby kicking. It's so cute.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't think it would be happening this early.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And also like, it's so weird because over the, people have been saying like, oh my God, all of a sudden you look pregnant. And like, yeah, I was trying to hide it in photos, but also it was like 2 weeks. I went from like looking kind of bloated to suddenly looking and feeling like fully pregnant. Yeah.
Isn't that the craziest thing?
It's weird.
I know Evan kept saying, because I was like, look, I look pregnant. And he's like, you don't. And then one day he's like, you do. You really do.
That's so funny.
I know. Grayson keeps going. He's like, are you pushing it out? He keeps saying that. I'm like, no, I'm not pushing it out.
Are you pushing it out? No, just giving the baby a little more space.
I work as a doula, so I'm always super curious like what people's birth plans are.
Oh, yeah. So my birth plan, which I guess I'll say that really loosely, like, I am doing a natural birth center about 15 minutes away from the house. And it's like they have 2 units, like 2 bedroom sort of situations, and then 1 living room. And you just pick whichever suite you want. And then they just schedule it so you're the only person there at the time. And somehow, I don't know how, they've never had any kind of overlapping situations.
Wow.
It's been around for 15 years. Yeah, I don't know how that's possible. But, and Cedars-Sinai Hospital is right next door, which is kind of cool. So the midwife has full privileges. So if anything happens, we can just go next door. But my midwife is so great. She's in her 60s, this Romanian woman, and she delivered her first baby when she was 21, had her first baby when she was 23. She's like, you're young, you're healthy, you're going to be fine. We're going to you're going to be good. So yeah.
Yes. That's awesome.
That's so cool.
And there's tubs in the room too.
Okay,
sweet.
yeah. I had a natural birth and I had a midwife at a birthing center, but Emerson came 4 weeks early. So I ended up having to go to the hospital, but my midwife was still able to deliver her. But I birthed in a tub, and it was like, I actually labored in the tub and then birthed on the bed, but it was awesome. It was such a good experience.
I watched your video.
Did you? Yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't know she was 4 weeks early.
Yeah, it was a surprise. It was just a spontaneous rupture of my water broke, and yeah, it was
totally
crazy,
unexpected.
Oh my gosh, middle of the night, my water broke in bed. We were sleeping, and yeah, totally.
Wow.
But that won't happen for you. Your baby is going to be fine.
Well, your baby was fine. Emmy was fine too, so.
She was. Yeah, we were lucky. She didn't have to go to the NICU or anything like that, just the regular nursery. So, yeah, we were lucky.
How much did she weigh?
She was big. So she was 6 pounds, 8 ounces for even being 4 weeks early. So she would have been she probably would have been like an 8.5 pound baby had I gone 40 weeks. Yeah. Yeah, she was big.
I love that our babies weighed the same, Jade.
It's so funny.
Grayson and I actually, fun fact, we were both exactly 8 pounds, 10 ounces, which is kind of crazy.
Way.
Oh, wow. So I am all about buying secondhand or buying thrift and getting a good discount on things that are still gently used. And let me tell you guys about Poshmark. I have been searching for a Celine bag. I saw Paul's wife, Kate, had this gorgeous Celine black bag. It looks so classic and gorgeous. And I am on the hunt on Poshmark to find this bag.
Oh my gosh, I know you can find it. They have so many things. They have women's, kids, men's, accessories, all of the things, tons of brands to shop from. And you won't believe the deals you can find on Poshmark. I saw this Louis Vuitton Speedy bag for $300, you guys. That is insane. Yeah. And it's so easy. It's the easiest thing to buy and sell. Shipping is easy for both the seller and buyer, super fast. And you see something you want, you can also make the seller an offer. And you can share your Poshmark closet handle by telling your friends to find you on the app. That's so cool.
I love that.
And the listeners of our Babes and Babies family get $5 off your first purchase. Just enter the referral code BABIES when you sign up. That's referral code BABIES.
So how did you meet Grayson?
Grayson and I met, so we both rock climb, and we had a bunch of climbing friends, like mutual climbing friends for a couple of years, but for some reason we never crossed paths, even though he worked at the gym that I climbed at. And then we were at like a mutual friend's birthday party. And like we already knew who each other were, because he had actually dated one of my friends, and I was like, oh my God, he's so cute. And, yeah.
Oh, that's so cute. How old is Grayson? Is he older than you?
He's 29. Yeah.
He's 29. Yeah. Yeah. How did you tell him you were pregnant?
Oh
How'd
my
you
God.
find out?
So it was really crazy because, funny enough, I'm actually doing an ad for Ava next week, but I was tracking my cycle through Ava, and I wasn't trying to conceive, but our method of birth control failed. And then I saw like the next day, I was like, oh, I'm ovulating today. So there's a big chance that I'm pregnant. But it's weird. You don't actually, there's this thing of like, you don't think it's going to happen to you, or like at least not in one go. And I know so many people have tried over and over and over again. And I'm like, there's no way just like one time I'm going to be pregnant. Like there's no way. And Grayson also has a lot of infertility in his family. So, and then, it's funny because I thought I was actually going to start my period because I was having cramps, and turns out I had a UTI, which early pregnancy, pretty normal. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I was having cramping. I thought it was menstrual cramps, and my boobs were swollen. But that was because, pregnancy and menstrual symptoms are kind of similar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, totally.
But I took a test the day before I was supposed to start my period. So actually only 10 days past conception, which is kind of soon. They normally say wait a couple days after you miss your period. But I right away got 2 very bright lines. I was like, oh my God. And then I went and got the Dollar Tree ones, and those came back positive. But I knew, I already just knew from reading before. I'm like, a false positive isn't really a thing.
Right.
Like that's
a false
that's
negative could
goes.
be a thing, but not a false positive.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So I just called him and I was like, oh, I'm pregnant. And he was like, oh.
That's nice.
Like, cool. Man. I'm going to go back to work now. Yeah, no, it's something I'm definitely going to go into a lot more detail about sometime in the upcoming weeks on my YouTube. But the first few weeks weren't easy, and there was, I think that I don't know, it just wasn't this thing right away of like, oh my God, I'm having a baby, it's going to be awesome. We had only been together 3 months, and it, everyone says there's no perfect time to have a baby, but at the same time, I'm like, okay, is this someone I can see myself with for at least like the near future? somebody that's going to be a good parent. Like, is he ready for all of this?
Mm-hmm.
So it was really emotional and really difficult for the first few weeks. And then after, I had to separate myself a little bit and just kind of take my own time, because I did tell a lot of friends and family members, and everyone has their own opinions about what's best for you.
Right.
And I had to kind of separate myself and really think about some things. But my dad actually was the one, he said something. He was like, you know, Beck, like you and I both know that, you've always wanted to do this and that you were meant to do this. And that kind of stuck in my mind. And I was like, oh yeah, the one thing I've always been sure of, I've never known what I wanted to do or what kind of person I wanted to be or any of that, but I always knew I wanted to be a mom. And I was like, oh yeah, like, so yeah, so here we are now. Now it's so much more exciting and fun. And like, it's everything is just on a total 180, and Grayson and I are just really thrilled, really excited.
So exciting.
You're getting me in the feels over here.
I know, me too.
And my pregnancy has been so easy. I know I'm going to be one of those people where the minute I have it, I'm going to be like, okay, I'm ready to be pregnant again. Like,
oh my gosh, good for you. You're very
but
lucky.
I need to hold back. I want a few years of just getting to enjoy having one and getting older and learning and doing all that stuff.
Yeah, totally. At Nectar, they believe in love at first night. They're so confident in their mattress that you have 365 nights to get a full refund if you aren't 100% happy. They'll even pick up the mattress and get it out of your hair. Although, let's be real, once you've tried Nectar mattress, there's no going back. Their mattress will shamelessly ruin you for all other mattresses. Nectar is amazing to sleep on, and Nectar sleepers actually fall asleep 20% faster than people who sleep on other mattresses. They actually ran a study.
The Nectar Sleep mattress is 11 inches deep, so yes, bigger is better, and it utilizes a unique 5-layer technology that no other mattresses on the market have. Why does no other mattress compete? Because Nectar patented the most breathable, cooling, body contouring, medical-grade, lush foam gel memory layer to help you fulfill their lifelong fantasy of sleeping on a cloud. Their memory foam meets your body's contours and gives pressure point relief so you can sleep and wake feeling ready to take on the day. No more terrible hot summer nights where you wish that you could be sleeping on cool tile. No more stress about spending thousands on a good mattress that you will later have to replace. And you won't be jumping out of bed in the morning, since climbing out of Nectar's comforting embrace is just sad.
Nectar promises a forever warranty on your mattress. Yes, they do mean forever, as in forever and ever. And ever. The mattress comes in a box. You heard me. That's right. In a box. You'll be enjoying our mattress before you even lay on it. We have an exclusive listener offer. Buy now and get $125 off and 2 free premium pillows with any mattress order and free delivery. That's nectarsleep.com/babes and get the best sleep of your life for the rest of your life.
Can I tell you what I think you're having?
Yes.
I think you're gonna have a boy.
Okay, the jury's split on this one. I think I'm having a girl.
I'm going with boy.
Boy.
Yes,
Oh.
I'm going
Okay,
with boy
I'll
too.
go with girl to be with you.
Okay. You can be 50-50. Well, this is why I think it's girl. I've had 2 dreams that made me think it was a girl. And I'm very like dream psychic normally. I've like seen things happen and like predicted deaths of people like before they happen and stuff.
I
Like
totally
I knew
see
both
that
of my
about
grandparents were going to die before that. Like
Wow.
only days before. Yeah. Like I actually went to visit my grandma and told friends like the night before, I was like, I just don't know like how to handle this, because I know tomorrow's is going to be the last day that I'm going to see her. And she wasn't sick or anything.
Ooh, I just
and then
got
she
the
passed.
chills.
Yeah. And then she passed away that night. And so it's like, so now I'm like, oh, I thought it was a boy in the beginning. And now I'm like, I'm pretty sure it's a girl. So we'll see.
I'm only basing it off of that you've had minimal pregnancy symptoms because
Right.
estrogen from a girl usually makes you have more morning sickness. So that's just where I'm basing my guess.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
but
people
it could be
have
a
said,
girl.
People have said boy too with the way I'm carrying. So
Oh, interesting.
Everyone said that though with Emerson too, that the way I was carrying was a boy and she was a girl. So yeah. Yeah. Everyone will tell you, everyone will have their own opinion and their whole reason why you will constantly hear it your whole pregnancy, especially because you're not finding out.
Yeah.
So just be prepared for everyone to tell you why they think they're right. It's funny.
My first initial guess was girl, but the reason I chose boy is because when you said it'd be funny if they're like the birthday's right before yours, I think, and you're like, it's some cosmic whatever. And I think a boy would be more of a cosmic whatever for you. Cause I think a little Aquarius girl, you're like, she's going to be just like me. I'm da-da-da-da. But if it's a boy, then it's like, there's a lesson in it for you, you know?
Totally.
That's true.
That's very interesting.
True. Although then again, the way it's so funny, like my relationship with my mom, we're so much alike and there's so much more combativeness that comes along with that and so much more stubbornness, you know, like me and my dad are just like, I mean, I'm so close with my mother, but it's also a very, you know, we're just always rubbing each other the wrong way, but then like we love each other so much. And I feel like every time we visit, it always ends in tears, but like in a good way. I don't know how to explain it. Like we're both very emotional people and very expressive and like get very passionate. But me and my dad are just like, ew, besties all the time. Like, you know, I'm like, Mom said this and it hurt my feelings, you know? So I don't know. Maybe if I had a boy, I don't know. I mean, you can never predict either what their personalities are going to be like based on
Right.
I also feel like, I think you're given what you need. Like, I mean, I needed a girl, Jade, you needed a girl. Like, you're given whatever your soul needs, I think. That's how I see it. Especially like you got pregnant on the first, like when it was like one time you could have done it. The exact same thing happened with me. And I was like, there's no way. Yeah. There's no way I'm pregnant. Like we had sex one time and you went inside me. Like that's impossible. And then I was like, oh, okay. Yeah. But I think it was like the universe is just giving me what I needed. I needed this girl, you know? So I think you're going to be given exactly what you
Did
need.
you time it? Did you time it with your ovulation?
I was looking at my Ava Bracelet app, and the only way I knew I was late was because I was like, wait a second, this says I'm a couple days late. But I was getting married, so I thought it was stressed. Nope, baby. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
Yeah.
Pregnant out of wedlock.
You know, sorry, Nella. It's so funny.
It's a new thing.
It is. It's the cool thing to do, guys. No.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's so funny. Like, I really do. I think that, like, the universe gives you what you need. And you're going to be given exactly what you need. That's what I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's going to be a test and a really fun one, though.
It really is. And
I'm
that
so
moment they
excited
say it's a girl or it's a boy.
I love birth. I could just watch it all day. So
I love births. It's so funny. Like, one thing, if there's one thing I want to like impart throughout this pregnancy is like how important it is to just like trust the strength of your body. And I've just talked to so many friends and they're like, oh my God, like that, like birthing is so scary. It's so painful, all these things. And I'm like, I actually could not I'm so looking forward to it. I really cannot wait. I think it's going to be such a great experience.
You and Jade, man.
Yeah. I mean, the same. My birth was painful, but it was the most exciting, exhilarating pain. It was amazing. Like, I think about it all the time, and I can still remember the feeling of, they call it like the ring of fire when the head first comes out. I can still remember the pressure and the feeling and just her like entering the world. And I'm so good. And, you know, it's the most emotional, beautiful experience. And I mean, if you're like me and you're into like all of that and just the full experience, you're gonna die. Like you're just gonna be head over heels in love with, I mean, it's just amazing. I can't wait for you.
It's so exciting.
I love watching the videos and then putting the baby on the chest. Like, I just know I'm going to be just sobbing, ugly crying. Like, I can't wait for that moment. I'm so excited.
Oh my gosh.
So one thing that I absolutely love, because I'm always on the go, is RX bars. I take them to work with me. Vito and I take them on road trips. I pack them in as lunch because they're a whole food protein bar. Like what you see is what you get. They have like a few ingredients listed on the front. And that is why I love them. They believe in the power of transparency, and they let the ingredients do all of the talking. because they list them on the very front of the packaging. You'll recognize the RX bar on the shelf. They're the ones that have the egg whites for proteins, dates to bind it all together, nuts for texture, and other delicious ingredients like unsweetened chocolate, real fruit, and spices like sea salt or cinnamon. I love their dark chocolate with the sea salt. Yes. But they are great for a number of occasions. Breakfast on the go, snacks, throw it in your bag for a plane ride, a bike ride, or a hike, pre-post workout snack. They are delish.
Yummy. Well, for 25% off your order, visit rxbar.com/babes and enter promo code babes at checkout.
I know you said, so people can kind of follow your journey with this on your YouTube channel, right?
Yeah. So that's one thing I haven't done before. But the thing that I like about a platform on YouTube is I feel like you can express yourself a little more fully. Obviously, I'm a talker and I'm like a face-to-face communicator kind of person, or face-to-screen, whatever you want to call it. But I feel like I'll be able to fully express myself a little more and share more parts of like my daily life and my experience in pregnancy. And so the majority of it will be just documenting different pregnancy stuff. But I'm also going to do, all the fun stuff, makeup tutorials, I don't know, all that kind of thing. So I'll be doing that weekly.
So cool.
Yeah, that's fun.
I
So
feel like
that first
that's got to be
video,
very therapeutic.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's also weirdly hard, like making yourself sit in front of the camera and talk what feels like to yourself.
yeah.
But it's kind of like journaling. I like it.
Yeah, totally.
That first video that you made, that you put out on your Instagram, kind of like announcing it, right?
Oh, yeah.
Did you come up with that? Was that kind of like how you saw yourself kind of like telling everybody that you were pregnant?
Well, I didn't really know what that was going to look like because, like I said, the initial reaction for myself and like my loved ones wasn't, I think like the typical, just super joyful, exciting experience. So I sort of wanted to, so a lot of people were like, that seemed kind of sad. And I'm like, well, it was really, really rough. And I wanted to reflect some of that because I mean, that's the reality of being in your young 20s. I mean, it's not that big of a deal in other places, but like living in LA, being in your young 20s and getting pregnant in a new relationship is not ideal for most people. So, So yeah, I don't know. It's kind of just what happened. I also didn't think I would be talking about it so late in the pregnancy, but I'm halfway through. But I'm kind of glad that I did. I'm glad that I got those first few months to myself to process.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
When did you guys announce that you guys were pregnant? Like, how far along were you when you like told the world?
I think we were 14 weeks. So after that 13-week test, and then we decided, my parents knew at 10, and then we told everyone else at 14. Yeah.
I think we did an ultrasound on a Bachelor after show of some sort, or Bachelorette after, I don't know, something.
I remember.
And I think it was
after
early,
something.
like maybe 12 weeks or something like that. I don't know.
Oh, no way.
But it was pretty scary because it was like at the point where you're like, maybe it was 10. Like, should I even be telling people? Because just in case something went wrong. But then we just I was like, nothing's going to go wrong. I'm being sent an angel from heaven,
I actually think it's silly when people are like, you're telling the world too early, and people get angry at you. Like, tell the world or tell your family when you want. Like,
totally. Especially,
I know it's like, oh, well, you don't know. Like, you could miscarry or there could be something that goes wrong or whatever. But you need that support. So why not tell your family? Because, I mean, that's a really lonely thing to go through. So I don't get the stigma of like when you should tell. Like, tell when you want to tell. I feel like it shouldn't matter, really. That's my 2 cents.
Totally.
I totally agree.
I just felt like if I was gonna miscarry, I just felt like I didn't want to have to process that publicly. But I definitely told all my family and friends because I'm like, you don't want to grieve alone and like have people not know what you're going through.
Right. Yeah, or like don't tell anybody at all until the baby pops out. Like, you know what I mean? I just think like a woman should be able to tell when she wants to tell.
Yeah, so. I totally agree.
Yeah.
it was actually really upsetting because pretty early on, like around 8 or 9 weeks, I actually I was super excited at that point, and I actually told someone I was sitting next to at a dinner party, and I hadn't told very many people, and some of my family members. And then she actually went to one of her friends worked at E! News. And so then I was getting like emails from E! News. My manager was getting emails from E! News. Like they posted on, there's like some Facebook group, the Morning Toasters, and the girl posted on it, like, anyone have any intel? Like my friend works at E! News and said Becca's pregnant. And so like, and then there's people on Reddit that were like, is Becca pregnant? And then like, oh my God, that was like one of the most stressful things that happened. But I was like, what kind of person decides that it's like that they're going to tell?
Are you still friends with this person?
They're going to like tell people that you're pregnant. See, this is the weird thing. She was one of the few people who wasn't close to me that I told early on, but it was like a friend's dinner party, and it was one of their friends, and I was just kind of like, caught up in the moment and was like, I'm pregnant. Like, and the weird thing is that this was the weird part, is like we were having a conversation, just a normal one, and I told her, and then like an hour and a half later, she was like, just so you know, I watched your season, by the way, and like I loved you, blah blah. And then she told me later that she had, and I was like, I thought you did. Like you had no idea.
That's so weird. Frustrating.
But that was the only negative thing.
That's so messed up.
I know.
Well, I never heard any of these rumors. I know.
I thought about texting her, and then I was just like, nah, just like let it slide.
Yeah.
But anyway, now I'm so happy that everybody knows because it's super fun. And it's so many people have been messaging me their stories of like, I was 21 and I had been with some people. I've heard so many stories. One lady got pregnant the first time they had sex with twins.
Oh, wow.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
I can't even imagine.
These babies just need to come in the world, y'all. They're supposed to be here.
Yeah.
Making their entrance.
Both of them.
Here's my chance.
My mom and dad were married for 2 months when they got pregnant with me, and they had only known each other for 4 months beforehand.
Oh my God.
And my mom and dad were both. My dad was 20 and my mom was 21. So yeah.
Wow.
It all works out though. So
yeah.
Well, we are so excited for you, and you're just going to be the best mom. And if you ever have any questions or anything, not that we know what we're doing, but we're around.
Well, that's the thing. I think it's helpful to have moms so you can be like, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I'm doing a horrible job. And everyone's like, yeah, no, like we're all there. We all feel the same way.
Oh my gosh, we do. Nobody actually knows what they're doing. You just have to like keep
Make
going.
It up as you go.
You totally do. But it's every day is like a new, exciting, crazy day. But it's just the best thing ever.
Yeah,
I'm very much looking forward.
Cry when you need to cry. It's okay to cry too.
Yes.
There are those days.
Yeah, there are those days.
What is your YouTube channel so everyone can find it to follow you?
Good question. Hold on. I should know this thing offhand. Well, it is linked in my bio on my Instagram, so that's one really easy way to find it.
Your Instagram is you are underscore sign, right? What's your sign?
Yeah, the best way is just type in Bekah, Bekah, not Becca. And my YouTube is Bekah Martinez. So both my Instagram and YouTube are Bekah.
Yay!
Martinez.
Well, I will be watching.
I will too. I'm so we're so excited.
Tune in and subscribe, everyone.
Yes.
Yeah, we're excited to see your story and your birth, and just follow along on this amazing journey.
And your cute little belly. Your belly.
Oh my gosh,
cute.
your belly is so cute.
Thanks. It's getting bigger with every passing day, and I'm like, oh, this is cute. This is fun. And then I'm like, oh, I can't lay on my stomach anymore, and sleeping is getting harder. But it's all good things.
Just wait till you can't see your hoo-ha. You're like, where'd it go?
Yeah. Where are my feet? I have no feet.
I'm already getting there. I'm like, oh, this is it's different, but it's so fun.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us,
thank
Bekah.
you so
much for having me.
Yeah. And like Carly said, hit us up if you have any pregnancy or mama questions.
Yeah.
So
Definitely will do.
All right.
Okay.
Bye,
Thanks,
Becca.
guys.
Bye.
I know as a new mom, I'm constantly trying to find ways to save money, to save time, because all I do is focus on my child and I don't have time to do anything else. That's why I've started using the Honest bundle options for their wipes and diapers. It just comes to my house, you guys. I don't even have to think about getting diapers. They just arrive like
magic.
It's like Santa Claus.
Yeah. I also want to say that parents agree 4 out of 5 moms would recommend the new Honest diapers, and that's based on a blind test they did of 400 moms using sizes 1 through 4. And so they've actually said that these diapers are legit.
Legit.
And the wonderful thing that I love about them is that they're hypoallergenic, eco-friendly. They feature a bio-based core made from sustainably harvested fluff pulp. Sounds fluffy.
I want a bed made out of that.
I know.
Fluff
and other
pulp.
plant-derived materials. But like Carly and Jade were saying, the best thing is their bundle options. Their diapers and wipe bundles offer the best deal on a monthly supply of their diapers and wipes, and you save almost $17 on each shipment. And if you're not 100%...
That's amazing.
It is. I mean, what could you do with that $17?
A lot.
Every month. Exactly. It's coffee, y'all. But if you aren't 100% satisfied, they will work with you to create a solution. We have an exclusive listener-only deal of $25 off your first month's diapers and wipes shipment. Visit www.honest.com/babies and insert the promo code HONEST at checkout. Certain restrictions apply. See the website for details.
So she is delightful.
I loved her.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
Jade, she reminds me so much of the way you think. Like, oh, I love watching birth videos and I'm going to do a natural birth. And I was like, see, Jade, you are cool.
I'm not alone. Well, no, but I'm not the cool. I'm still not cool.
No, you're cool. Like, every time she'd say something, I was like, that is so Jade. Yes.
Yeah, we were vibing. I feel like her and I could talk about a lot of birth things.
And you should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Liz is the same way, though. Liz wants to have a home birth.
I mean, you guys are all totally nuts in the best way.
I want to feel it. Like, that's one thing. I just feel like I've gotten to experience some amazing things in life. And if I can, I would love to be able to experience, like, the feeling of pushing my kid out.
Yeah. It's insane.
So, yeah.
There is no other feeling like it.
I mean, I had some strong contractions, and those were enough for me. Those were.
You're like, I was good.
I was like, give me the drugs. How many drugs?
Give
do
me
you
the
got?
drugs. Give me the baby. We good.
How many centimeters dilated were you? Like, do you know when they gave you the epidural?
Not many. Like maybe
Like
2.5.
2.5.
It wasn't. Yeah, because my water broke, but I wasn't very dilated. And then I went quickly from 4 to like 9.5.
Yeah.
And then they were like, oh, the baby is
Probably
coming.
because you relaxed with the epidural and your body just opened.
Yeah. You're probably right.
Mm-hmm.
I have another thing to add that I don't know if you guys saw this, but did you see the Carrie Underwood interview she just did?
Yes, it's so sad. She said that she had like 3 miscarriages in the last couple years.
In like a year. So she
In a
said
year?
that she was like 2017 was going to be my year of new music. I was going to have a baby. And she said they got pregnant super fast and she was really excited. And she was like, I think she says it didn't stick or something like that. And then happened 3 more times. And you know, she fell on her face, got like 40 stitches in her face. Like all of these things that were just like so awful happened to her in the same year. And then she said, even with, you know, she's pregnant now, but she said she was so scared, like that she expected to go back to the doctor and have them say, okay, didn't stick, you know, and instead they finally said, everything's great. And she was like, what? But it was really, so she's very pregnant and very, you know, has a lot of hormones going through her body right now. And I just thought it was so beautiful that she did this interview while she was pregnant, because she was so emotional, which is,
I can't imagine.
You know what I mean? Like, there's one thing talking about those things while you're not pregnant and having all those hormones, but then once you have a baby in you and all, I mean, it was just like the most beautiful interview. Like, she's so brave for even talking about it.
Where's this interview at? Like, where can
I saw it on, God, it's all over. It was all over Twitter right now. It's like,
okay.
Yeah.
I saw an article, but I didn't read it, but I just remember reading the headline that was something like Carrie Underwood opens up about 3 miscarriages in the last few years. And
and she did an interview with, I'm trying to think of, I can't even remember what news outlet it was, but like, she was just so strong and brave for like opening up like that. I love her already, and I just loved her more for like telling people, hey, you're not alone. And I'm Carrie Underwood, and I had a really bad year, you know. I don't know. I just love her.
So come on our podcast and tell everyone about it.
I know. After I told Evan that, he goes, well, can you get her on the podcast? And I was like, oh yeah, let's just go get Carrie Underwood real fast.
Let me just put her on speed dial.
Right. Yeah, she really wants to talk to us. But I don't know. I love her. And I hope that.
I like her legs.
Oh my gosh. She still has those legs. She's super preggo and still has those gorgeous
she has such
legs.
amazing legs.
Oh gosh, she's amazing.
Yeah, girl works out for sure.
Yeah, she really does. But yeah, anyway, I forgot to say that at the beginning.
Yeah.
And
I think it's awesome when anybody shares their story, because it is just a vulnerable thing to do. And it really does connect us to each other and makes us feel less alone. So I think that's amazing, because being in the public eye, she's opening herself up to so much criticism or opinions. And so I think that's really awesome that she's, like you said, like, yeah, I'm Carrie Underwood, but things like this happen to me too. You know, like, it doesn't, just because she's famous or a celebrity or you know, or whatever, doesn't mean she's like not susceptible to life problems.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, but that's kind of a downer. Do we have an upper?
I know. I'm trying to think of something funny. Gosh.
Oh gosh, I can't think of anything.
I just saw your video of Emerson splashing in the toilet.
Oh yeah. I mean, she's just into everything lately. It's so funny. She's talking so much babble now too. That's like sentences. It's insane. Like, the girl is nonstop talking. She's like standing up on her own now. I think she's gonna be a little bit of a whatever, like late walker, because she's 13 months now. But I look at it as 12 months since she was early. But she's so funny. She's getting so much personality and so much attitude. She has this new stank face that is like, it's a death glare. It is a death glare. Like, if you take a toy away from her or you do anything, she goes, she's learned to crinkle her whole nose all the way up and just look at you like you're an idiot.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, if I take a toy away from Bella, she just screams bloody murder at me until I give it back.
And then it's like, do you Carly, give it back? They turn into teenagers around 12 months.
What is the
months.
right way to do this? So I take a toy away from Bella. She gets really mad. Like, and it's usually like something she shouldn't have anyway. I mean, not dangerous, but, and then like, is the
just
best
knife,
thing to do? Yeah, right. Is the best thing to do, give it back? Then you're just teaching them they can have whatever they want. Or is the best thing to do, let her just cry and be angry and prove a point? I don't know.
I just use distraction.
I was going to say, or like, replace it with something she can have.
Yeah, I tried that.
I'm like, nope, you can't have that. Oh, look at the doggies.
See,
look what the doggies are doing.
I try that, and then she'll be like, oh, that's cool, but back to this thing.
Oh, she remembers.
It's bad, you guys. It's bad. I also wish, like, I mean, I always wish we lived closer, but for like, I wish I could see Bella and Emmy babble together right now.
Mm-hmm. Well, I will see you in October in LA.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so the girls will be together.
Yes,
I think that'll be a really fun age now that Bella's a little bit older and Emmy's a little bit older, and yeah. I'm excited.
Oh, what are they going to be like when they're teenagers? Like, maybe it's good that they don't live close, because they would be trouble together, I feel.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh.
Trouble.
Okay.
I know.
Well, this is fun.
Yeah, it was a good little podcast.
Yeah.
I am. Sorry, I just almost fell out of my chair. I am super excited about some things that we're going to be doing soon with the podcast.
Yes. Me too.
You guys will have to wait and see, but it's exciting.
I was going to say, how much are we teasing here?
Well, I'm just excited that we're going to be able to offer our Babes and Babies family just like so much more stuff.
Content. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So we're super
just
excited.
Look out for it. We're working on it.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's
trying.
coming.
It's coming. All right, guys. Well, thank you for listening. And if you haven't, go subscribe on iTunes to the Babes and Babies podcast.
And tell your friends.
Tell your friends. Leave us a nice little 5-star rating. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah. My ghost was talking again, so I stopped.
Oh my gosh, no way. Go away.
Yeah, I can't believe you can't hear that, Carly. It's like pretty intense. I guess we'll have to see if our guests get to hear the ghost as well.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
Any audio people out there, if you know the solution to this and just think I'm crazy, hit me up. Any intuitionists, psychics who know how to talk to this ghost, hit me up.
Does Jade have a ghost, or is it just technical difficulties? We want to know.
Real question.
Yeah, that's the real question.
All right, guys. Okay. We'll talk to you next week.
Okay. Bye, guys.
This podcast is brought to you by Wave Podcast Network. Check out all of our shows, including the Brain Candy Podcast, I Don't Get It, Babes and Babies, Coffee Convos, and Let's Talk About It.